Hey guys, Hannah here. Welcome to the 12 Days of Making. Today we're going to be featuring two pretty fun things. One is the ChiaoGoo needle sets, which I will go through, which is going to be 10% off with code needle10. And then we have a new special version of the Universal Yarns Cotton Supreme called the Cotton Supreme DK Sea Spray. And there will be some kits for those. So I'm going to start with that one, and that will be 40% off with code CSEA40. So we've gotten 4 really exciting colors of this yarn. This is super lovely for baby blankets, baby jackets, I think, or any sort of like fun, really soft thing. I think they could actually make really good chemo hats as well. It is an 100% cotton yarn. And we have 4 different colors. This is Adobe, which I think is quite nice. It's sort of a berry tone with white. We have red, which is a red and white. We have apricot, which as you can see is sort of a peach color with white. And then we have sun lime, which is a pretty vibrant, trying to see, there's a way to, you can see the color a little better. Sort of a pretty bright green. So we will have these skeins of yarn 40% off. Their current price is $10.95. And additionally, we're gonna have 2 different kits for these. One is the water ski scarf. And this is 2 skeins of 1 color. And we will also have kits for the color block scarf. And so these will be up shortly that you can look at and consider as fun project ideas. Okay, so now on to the ChiaoGoo. So I did a live video about this a bit ago, and I'm pretty passionate about these kits. And so I'm just gonna talk about how they work and sort of the different options. So the first thing to know with ChiaoGoo is that every single thing is interchangeable. So you can use the different types of things together. You can use different types of kits together. The only thing that's important is the size of the interface. So they have 3 different sizes: mini, small, and large. The mini interface is sizes up through 1.5. Sizes 2 through 8 are the small interface, and sizes 9 through 15 are the large interface. So we have a number of complete sets. ChiaoGoo makes essentially two different types of needle. The spin needle, or also known as patina, which is a bamboo needle. It's quite a smooth bamboo needle comparatively to many other brands, but it still has the slightly more increased friction that a bamboo needle provides. And the twist or lace needles, which are the stainless steel tips. So starting with the spin, right now in stock, we have the 2 different options for the complete kits. So the complete kit is sizes 2 through 15, and everything ChiaoGoo does, they make in a 4-inch tip and a 5-inch tip. So we have the 4-inch tips here, sizes 2 through 15, and the 5-inch tips here, size 2 through 15. Now the question you might ask is, why would you want a 4-inch tip versus a 5-inch tip? And there are a few different considerations. One is that ideally you do not want the sort of side butt of your hand resting continuously on that intersection between the needle and the tip. So if you're a person with larger hands, or longer hands, you may enjoy the 5-inch tips, especially for larger projects like a sweater or a shawl, because you just have a little bit longer area to hold on to. However, if you are making a hat in the traditional method, not with double points, not with magic loop, you need to use the 4-inch tips, because that's the only way within their system that you can create a 16-inch circular needle. So they offer different standardized lengths of cable, and the only way to make a 16-inch circular with ChiaoGoo is to use their 8-inch cable with 2 4-inch tips. So you have 4 plus 8 plus 4, which is 16. So some reasons why you might want one or the other. So as I said, we have these kits just like the stainless steel kits, they come with this really, really nice little container. In the front pocket, you get a really wonderful ruler and stitch gauge and needle gauge. You get the turning, tightening keys, and then you get these little end stoppers. And these are amazing. They're great because you can just take off the needle and put on an end stopper right directly onto the end of your cable, and use that for holding stitches for later, or if you need to use those needles for another project, this is a great way. Again, you can always buy extra of these, but they come in with these cases, the small and the large interface size. It also comes with two cable connectors. These allow you, again, the small to small and large to large. They do have adapters as well, which do not come in the kits, but are available for extra purchase. And these allow you to connect cables together, so if you need a longer size, you can always add those together. They also come with this really cute little set of 4 different sizes of stitch marker. So that's in the front of all of their kits. On the inside, on one side you have the 2 through 8, which is that small interface. The other side you have the 9 through 15 with that large. And then you get 2 sets of the same 3 cables. So the lengths of the cables differ from the 4-inch and 5-inch sets. This is the 5-inch set, so you get a 14-inch, a 22-inch, and a 30-inch cable. Again, one set with the small interface and one set with the large interface. The other thing that's nice about these sets is that they come with extra pockets. So there are extra pockets in front of each of the needles and on either side. And one thing that's nice about that, from my point of view, is that if you have an extra sets of needles, you can store them in the same container. So I personally have the 5-inch set, but I also have an additional set of 4-inch tips in sizes 2 through 8, which I use because I make a lot of hats, and I can keep those, excuse me, I can keep those in the same container, and I can also fit my cable needles in there as well as extra cables. So on the twist side of things, we have a few more options. So we have the same thing, the complete sets in 4-inch tips and 5-inch tips, which have exactly the same things as the spin sets, except that they have the red cables, which are memory free, and they have stainless steel tips, obviously. So other than that, the kits are essentially identical. We also have half sets. So if you know you don't tend to use one half or the other, we do have sets of 4-inch and a 5-inch in just sizes 2 through 8, and we can special order, although I don't think it would be for the discount, the 9 through 15 set. So if you don't really tend to do anything above a worsted weight, you might want to consider saving a bit of money, just getting a 2 through 8 set, either in 4-inch or 5-inch tips. And these are just a little bit, the actual container's a little bit thinner. So that's the deal with those sets. And again, you can use bamboo tips with red cables. You can use stainless steel tips with the clear cables. There are cable connectors, many options. The other 2 things that they have are the Shorty Sets and the mini set. So the Shorty Sets come in 2 different options, sizes 0 through 3 and sizes 4 through 8. And these are essentially identical except for size. So I just want to explain how these work. These come in these little packets. In your front pocket, similarly, you get a little ruler and needle gauge. You get some cable connectors. These are for the mini cables, some mini end stoppers, and some very small stitch markers. And on the inside of the kit, you have mini cables. So these are really short cables. The whole idea of the Shorties is that they're for making small circulars. So you have 5-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch cables. And then you have this nice little packet, which comes with 2 and 3-inch tips in the sizes 0, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3, or we have 5 through 8 for the other one. And so why would you might want one of these kits? The reason you might want one of these kits is that they are fantastic for making 9-inch circulars for socks. So if you're on team 9-inch circular like me, these are great. The other reason you might want them is for making baby hats or anything for babies where you need a particularly small circular. And the final reason, which I think is great, is for those sweater knitters out there. They're great for sleeves. So you can customize exactly what length you need for the sleeve so you can still do it in a circular and not on double points. But if you know you're making it for a really small person, you might be fine with, you know, a 10-inch circular. If you have a larger person, you might need something slightly larger, but usually the standard sizes, like a 16-inch, are too big. And so this is, without doing magic loop or double points, this is a great way to find a small circle for doing stuff like sleeves. Finally, we have the minis kit. And this is for really those people who are just all about lace. So the minis kit is about making longer but very, very thin things. So some people, maybe those of you who are looser knitters and do magic loop, this is also great for socks. This is sizes 000 through 1.5. So again, I would actually say if you're a person that makes loose knitter or tends to do below size 2 for socks and uses magic loop, this is a great kit. It comes with longer cables though, 8-inch, 14-inch, and 22-inch. And again, this is that mini interface. Similarly, you have the little ruler and needle gauge. You have this little box, which is quite cute, and it comes with the same as that other kits, the end stoppers, keys, and little stitch gauges, and then the little rubber grip, which helps you twist them on more easily. And similarly, it comes with the small needles. And I just want to point out that these are 4-inch tips. So these are not for making extremely short things. The shortest that you could, round you can make, I believe, is 16 inches is the shortest circle you can get. And it would go up to 30 inches. Without using the cable connectors, but these are very, very pointy, tiny 4-inch tips. So these are really great sizes, 000 through 1.5, if you again are a lace knitter or someone that makes socks with magic loop. So those are all the ChiaoGoo kits. Feel free to leave any questions or give the shop a call if you want to learn more. And again, those codes are needle10 and C as in the ocean, SEA 40. Have a great day, guys.